Danger. The emergency destruct system is now activated. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, welcome to the Eco Guys. I'm going to show you something that's you probably didn't know and probably shocks you. And before I show you what I'm about to show you, I want you to realize that this is one dumpster and behind one store in a city probably filled with thousands and thousands of stores just like this, in a state probably filled with millions of stores like this, in a country filled with many, many 100 million stores like this. And this happens every single day. All right, let me show you. I'll wake you up to some things. This is a typical dumpster from the city of Orlando, okay? And I will call out that this is Burlington Coat Factory. And I believe there's another business, I don't know what, but most of these big box stores, retail stores, they all do this. Well, let's take a look at what they all do. Now, you know how everyone complains and jumps up and down about taking your plastic bags back to the store to be recycled because too much plastic waste. And everyone does it, and everyone feels so good about themselves because they take their plastic bags back to the grocery store. But do you think what happens when you go to the store and buy other types of merchandise? What that was once packaged in? How did it get to the store? What's going on? I'm about to show you. For every one person, 100 plastic bags is thrown into the landfill every single day. And I will show you proof of that. It's a typical dumpster. I see this all the time. This is a huge plastic bag, number one. Let me see if I can come back. I can't even come back enough. It's so big. Here's my hand compared to it. Okay. And it is filled with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plastic bags. Hundreds and hundreds of plastic bags. This thing is filled so tight it just breaks wide open when you pick it up. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one behind that. There's another one right down there. All of them filled. Every time you go buy something, it was packaged in one of these. What does Burlington Coat Factory? What does Target? What does almost all these stores do? They throw these things in the trash. And they can't sit there and tell me they don't, because I'll run around all day. I'll hit every damn store and show you their dumpster that these things are in there. Where are they going to go? To the landfill. How long is it going to take them to biodegrade in the landfill? Never. If they make it there. I have seen some of these things blow out these garbage trucks when they pick these loads up. They blow out of the landfill, blow into the lakes, rivers, and streams. Most landfills are near woods, folks. Where lakes, rivers, and streams are, they will blow out of the landfill into the lakes, rivers, and streams. I see it all the time. And plus, this is a natural, this is not actually a non-natural resource, but this is a resource that can be used over again and recycled instead of thrown away. And it's also filling up our landfills and causing gases from our landfills. The more trash we put in our landfills, the more harmful gas goes into the system. And I love it too, because a lot of these companies have big plastic bag recyclable things right at the front door to show you how wonderful they are. And then they do this. All right, so who's to blame? The store? Well, go to the nearest mirror and look into it, because you're to blame. You are to blame. Because if you went to your stores and say, I'm going to look in your dumpsters, and if I ever see plastic bags again, and you know, take these things up to them and say, what is this? Why are you throwing this out? Why aren't you recycling these? Tell them you're never going to go to the store again until they prove that they're recycling all of their shrink wrap and plastic wrap. Because there are hundreds of tons, thousands of tons of this stuff every single day taken to the landfill. Why? They could be reused. They could be recycled. They don't need to be thrown out like this to poison our earth. And I tell you right now, everyone's jumping up and down saying, well, you know, landfill, it's all right, it's not going to go anywhere. That's incorrect. And they're saying, well, global warming is not really happening. That's incorrect. You're right. Global warming isn't happening. It's called climate change. And if you haven't seen the wacky weather that all scientists across the board, Republican, Democrat, conservative, non-conservative, they're all now coming into agreement that climate change is actually happening, and that's why we're getting this wacky weather. It's why we're getting these wacky volcanoes. It's why we're getting all this wacky stuff going on, and people dying in this weather. In the state of Florida, we get a major hurricane, Category 5. We're supposed to get those every 5 to 10 years. We're getting several every year now. It's because we're warming our earth and we're trashing our earth with this kind of stuff. It needs to stop. And I don't want to sound like, peg me as some kind of weird environmentalist that don't care about anything. I care about stuff. That's why I want to see this recycled. And I just wanted to point that out, that you're generating these things. You are, by going to the stores that does this, and not demanding that they stop. Not demanding that they recycle, and have an open policy that they show their customers that they recycle. That's why at the eagleguys.net, we are putting together a website of businesses that are green, that do recycle these things and make a concerted effort to care about our environment and recycle. All right, again, I'll show you all this stuff. This is not a recycled dumpster. This is going to the landfill. Well, be happy. At least this bag that I can reach is not going to landfill. I'm actually going to gather this together and take it to Publix and put it in their recycling bin I'm going to fill it up today, but I don't think they're going to get too many customers putting plastic bags in their things, so I'm sure they won't mind, and I don't care if they mind. It needs to be recycled. So this is being rescued, at least this one bag. That's what I can handle on my scooter. But folks, it starts with you demanding the stores you go to start to recycle. And if enough of you do it, they're going to wake up and they're going to start to realize. But I'm also going to start putting them all out there in public and telling every single person, not just who does recycle, but who doesn't recycle.